is veterans care. Everybody loves this, especially if they're wearing red. If they've got a red tie on, they love to tell you that they're gonna take care of veterans. I, as a veteran, can tell you, I do not know what every veteran needs. But what none of us need is to be used as a prop when you don't want to take care of somebody else. If I have to hear one more time that we can't take care of somebody because there's homeless vets, but nobody wants to take care of homeless vets either, I will vomit. It is frustrating to no end to me. I love my brothers and sisters in arms, even the ones I vastly disagree with, which there are plenty. Being a liberal in the military, not that common, but they have served. They put their time and their energy into something bigger than themselves. And the biggest reason that they're having trouble is because they step outside of that box and it's hard to find your purpose every day. After you have woken up every day and know exactly what you do and why you do it, the first time you wake up and you're putting signs out at Sears or waiting tables at Denny's, two things that I did after I got out, it's hard to remember what your purpose is. Veterans serve because they love service. They stuck with it. Some of us got in for whatever reason. I got in to get out. I wanted to get out of my hometown. It was the only way I could afford to do it. But within 2 weeks, I knew I'd found my home. There was purpose, there was place, I loved my job, and that transition training is so key. Making sure that our veterans find a place in our communities where they can continue to serve, where they can continue to find purpose. This year, the federal government forgot the line item for troops to teachers. It's a program that helps our troops, our veterans find a new way to serve as teachers. And my favorite educators are veterans. It might be because I know the way they speak and it's easy for me, but they do make wonderful servants. It's what they do. They know how to do it. And we need to help them do that. If they've spent 10 years as a combat medic, they shouldn't have to come out and go through paramedic school. 2-week bridge course, sure. But as a combat lifesaver, as 10 years teaching first aid, self-aid, buddy care, and CPR to medical professionals in the military is one of my additional duties. I had to come out and sit through the full EMTB course to be EMTB certified. I could have taught it. It's a hard thing to go through that because it not only takes up your time and your money, which you often don't have fresh out of the military, but it makes you feel like your experiences and your service weren't valued. We need to help create bridge programs that find our veterans a place in our communities and that continue to promote who they are and what they do and what they want to serve. In Virginia, we can afford to do that beyond what the VA is doing, and we need to be able to do it because we have more veterans than any other state. And also, with that stated, the other good thing is that the VA right now is under a lot of pressure and they might not be doing the best management-wise, but the VA is a federal program. And I can tell you that the VA, as I know it, the medical professionals are the most dedicated and wonderful people I've ever met. I've had a couple I didn't love, but when I go in there, they want to take care of me. And they make sure that I know that. Even if I had to wait 6 months to see them, they will spend 2 hours with me to make sure that I am good. I go and I speak to a social worker every year because it's required. So many of our vets aren't getting that care though because they can't. Some of them have to travel 2 hours, 3 hours to get to a VA center. Being able to set up satellite clinics so that our veterans can go in and talk to somebody for needed care, urgent care for vets, basically. That they can go in and especially social workers and psychiatrists that understand the needs of veterans and why it's different for us. The best of us comes out broken. A little bit. The difference between whether broken leaves us on the streets and helps us add to those numbers of unemployment and homelessness that are greater than the rest of society as a whole, or broken leaves us pushing up, jumping to serve, and being an active member of our community is this. It's our support structure. It's my family, it's my 6 brothers and sisters, my parents, my children. Without that, transition would have been horrible for me. Being able to call the people that I trusted and being able to find a new way to serve are what made my transition possible. And we need to make sure we're providing that for all of our veterans. They've served us, and we need to serve them.